What is going on, party people? It is time for the Time Teller Saturday Q&A. What do you say? Let's do this. I'm going to be turning on the comments on my computer so I don't have to keep touching the camera. 1 second. We got car alarms. Welcome to the city, baby. Welcome to the city. Maybe I should make sure that that's not mine. That'd be something. Okay, guys, let's see who's here. Dan McCaslin with that drip. Haven't seen you in a bit, boy. How have you been? Let me see if I can get the comments on my computer real quick. Fernandez, Hector. Fernandez. Oh, yeah, we got the comments. We got comments. Burger Slayer, Michael M, Hugo. Un momento. Marissa, certified T3 bot, and my sister, Lord Elgin, certified T3 bot. Fortis, which is actually a really cool watch company that I talk about in next week's episode. By the way, Gato was late on editing yesterday's episode, so notice there wasn't a Friday watch rant this week, but don't worry because there will be, because we have the episode ready, finally. But blame Gato for the missed episode this week. Chi-Town, California, certified T3 bot says Jordog in the house. Veronica F from London, very posh. I'm having a cuppa right now. A cup of tea. No, this is, it's coffee, because I'm American. Michael George says, love your channel, thanks for all you do. Well, thank you, bro. Sam Ray GTR says, let's get 100 likes. Let's do it, guys. There's 77 people here already, and there's only 5 likes. What the hey? Marissa, certified T3 bot, and my sister says Gato's gonna get it. I was kidding. I don't abuse my employees, I promise. Chi-Town, California says, hay is for horses. Absolutely. Max P, certified T3 bot says, what's up, big man? What's going on? How is everybody? Johan Sigfridsson from Sweden. Joseph Bass says, what camera do you use for filming? Well, I use 2, actually. There's a Nikon D5500 right behind my iPhone. So I'm streaming on my iPhone. There's a Nikon D5500 behind that. And then there is a Nikon D3400. Yes. On this shelf that I use for some shots as well. But most of my macro footage is done on my Nikon D5500. Has a good sensor, and the lens is actually amazing. The Opulent Life says hello from NJ. Actually, I could show you the camera if you want. It's like literally right here, but I don't know if you even care about it. Chi-Town, California says Sony's #1. Dude, if I could get a Sony Alpha 3 or whatever it's called, their big boy camera. I mean, I could get one. It's just, you know, I spend all my money on watches. No, that's probably, I probably will upgrade to a Sony, actually. You guys want to see the main camera? Oh, hi guys. A little bit close to you. All right, so this is the main camera that I use. Yeah, the A7 III. I'm probably going to upgrade to one of those. So this is just the stock lens that I will often use to get like my office footage. So if I'm talking to you, I'll just use this out of the box lens, or I have this really nice Sigma lens in my D3400 that I use as well to get the office shot. Gives me some good depth of field, so the background isn't super in focus and I'm more in focus. And then I have my macro lenses over on that desk over there, but it's pretty standard. I can put a playback, I can connect a playback screen to it. This also does have an articulating screen, a fully articulating screen. So if I weren't to use an external playback screen and I wanted to just do like a quick macro shot, then I can, you know, use that articulating screen, which was really helpful at the beginning of my channel when I didn't know anything about cameras. And I didn't know about these like external playback screens and this and that. So it's yeah, it was very helpful to have just simple things like that, articulating screens on cameras. It's something that most people don't think about, but when you're not a huge tech guru like myself, sorry for getting so close, you know, yeah, it was just very helpful. Silly little things like that. Lord Elgin, Certified Teacher Bot, says, Jory has cameras to show his cameras. It's true. Adam, Certified T3 Bot, and the moderator says it is time to do a wristwatch check because there's over 100 people here. What are you guys wearing? Let me tell you what I'm wearing. My top is a Boston Bruins shirt. I'm just kidding, guys. We're going to be talking about watches. I'm wearing a Yema Speedgraph Dome Sapphire Crystal. Well, it's kind of like a box sapphire crystal. 100-meter water resistance rating. Seiko automatic movement. Worn on a gorgeous Man Cave leather strap. Shout out to Man Cave Leather for making me this strap. And shout out to Yema for gifting me this watch. As you can see, this is like one of my go-to everyday watches. It's incredible. Very, 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 very happy with it. It's actually very serendipitous. One of the, someone at Yema heard me mention how I was gonna buy this watch, and then they like wrote to me and they're like, hey, we're sending one to your P.O. box. And I was like, swag. So that's dope. Saved me a little bit of money there. Thank you to Yema. Any comment on the new release Zins? I'm a big fan of Zin, but I don't care about anything except the Zin 3006 Hunting. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. That's the watch that I want. I'd rather be camping, baby. Woo! That's a good cup of joe, I'll tell you what. Rate its smell. The coffee, very smoky, strong, exactly how I like it. This is Starbucks espresso blend, guys. So I'm not a big coffee connoisseur. I gotta be honest. How does the strap smell? Like delicious, delicious leather. Animal flesh. Chef's kiss. What do I think of the Seiko King Turtle? I like to call it the Seiko Grenade. And I like it. The green checkered dial. I don't want to say guilloche pattern for a Seiko, but it's a beautiful, looks like a handsome tool watch for sure. The pigs in the blankets. Certified T3 Bot says, yes. I didn't say espresso. I said espresso. Chi-Town. I'm not a heathen. See, I think you were hoping that I said espresso, but I've literally never said that in my life. So yeah, this is the Starbucks espresso blend. It is the pigs in the blanket. Certified T3 Bot knows me very well. It's decaf. Guys, I don't drink caffeine. Isn't that crazy? Because I'm hyped up all the time. And you would think that it's because of caffeine, but that's actually not the case. I had a little bit of brain fart because, yeah. And people are asking if I drink beer. I do not drink beer. I actually don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't, I think there's a fight going on in the other building. I don't know if you can hear that. And I was like, what is going on over there? But guys, this is Los Angeles. And it's very tense times, and I don't know what the mics can pick up, but I think there is actually a fight going on over there. Chi-Town, California, Certified T3 Bot, are you straight edge, bro? Yes. Yes, I am. I've been listening to New England hardcore since I was born, and I've been straight edge my entire life. Poison free. I don't judge anybody that drinks, though. My girlfriend drinks. It's all good. The pigs in the blankets. Certified T3 Bot says, I knew that. The pigs in the blankets says minor threat. Yes, I'm not a huge minor threat guy. I think I really liked them when I was younger. but like that's obviously the gateway into that life, is learning about Minor Threat and stuff. But then there's more modern stuff like With Honor and Comeback Kid and Champion and stuff like that. Marissa Certified T3 says it's crack. Yeah, I'm drinking crack. Shout out to Marissa Certified T3 Bot, my sister. Everyone please congratulate her on having a house in Oklahoma. Congratulations to my sister. Everyone please give her a round of applause. She has her own freaking house. Guys, clap marathon. That has to be a competition, or that has to be a record if I was in a clap competition. I'm gonna pass out. The pigs is the blanket says, way to go, Marissa. Steven says coffee's a good drug. It's true. I was a very big coffee drinker, but I'm just not into caffeine, if I'm totally honest. TF says Patek Philippe versus Longa. Man. Sammy, I'm gonna get to your question. Samurai GTR has a big question. Give me one moment. TF with the super chat says Patek Philippe versus Longa. This is a very difficult question, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Patek hasn't done a lot of anything that I like recently. I'm gonna be honest. The Nautilus, I'm not a big fan of at all. Like at all. I would rather get a Royal Oak than a Nautilus. Longa initially wasn't a company that I was very interested in. And then once, it was up until very recently, I'm going to be perfectly honest, up until very recently when they did the Perpetual Tourbillon datograph with the salmon dial and the white gold case, then I really started being like, okay, I think Longa is something I would choose over Patek. Not quite Vacheron, but over Patek, yes, I would choose Longa. But then you look at some of these Calatravas with the small seconds in precious metal, and you realize, okay, that is like kind of a perfect iteration of a dress watch. So you can pull things that you like out of these companies. You don't have to say like one company I like, and like what I'm arguing against brand loyalty is what I'm trying to say. But if you're saying Patek versus Longa, I think I would choose Longa, if I'm totally honest. However, if it's between Patek, Longa, or another company, Laurent Ferrier. I'm telling you guys, Laurent Ferrier is, I think, better than Longa. I'm gonna be honest. No one agrees with me. I did a poll on Instagram. It got blown out. Everyone picks Longa over Laurent Ferrier. I think that's a mistake. Whatever. Lord Elgin, certified T3 bot with the super chat says, buy Marissa a coffee to celebrate. Amen. I will. Thank you so much, Lord Elgin. That's very nice of you, man. Very, 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 very nice of you. Let me see. Argenis Garcia, Garcia, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm just going to say Garcia because that's easier for me. Hi, Jory. Omega Seamaster 300 versus Rolex Submariner. What's the best Bond watch? Well, I am going to be very biased. Well, not really, because I've owned Omega Seamasters and I currently own a Rolex Submariner. So I suppose the bias will be introduced because I still currently own an Omega or a Rolex Submariner, and I don't currently own an Omega Seamaster anymore. But if we're looking at Bond watches, like Bond specific watches, out of any of the James Bond Omega Seamasters, like you're saying the 300, or any of the James Bond Rolexes, which is, I think the Rolex Submariner Big Sub. You have to choose the Rolex Submariner Big Crown. Excuse me, Big Crown. No crown guards, enormous crown, worn on an ill-fitting NATO strap and a tuxedo. I mean, what gets better than that? I don't know, but I'm gonna choose Submariner. Jose Manuel with the super chat says, "Hi from Mexico City. What's going on, man?" Says, "I'm wearing my Panerai Luminor GMT 1088 and I love this watch." Well, welcome to the Panerai Club, dude. I honestly, all the Panerais that I have personally worn, and I own a PAM 111, I love. Unfortunately, I think Panerai currently is messing up. I've made multiple episodes explaining why. But the Panerai Luminor GMT 1088, great watch. Enjoy it. And God bless. Wear your Panerai proudly. It's a whole lot of watch. Matrix says, "I just broke my tooth on a walnut." Man, sometimes you can get hurt busting nuts, man. Wow, I'm going to get demonetized for saying that, actually. Christopher Withers, certified T3 bot, says, "If you had to pick a Citizen Eco Drive or a solar one," if you're asking me which one I would choose between Eco Drive or solar, Eco Drive. Eco Drive, you know, it gets charged via artificial or natural light sources, so why not just best of both worlds? Get the best of both worlds. Pick it up, take a stop, then you rock out the show. I've never seen an episode of that show, but I know the theme song because it's so pervasive. Briar Blue, certified T3 says, "Good day, Jory." Briar, I just saw your email before going live. Thank you for that heads up. I actually might jump on that. Briar, my buddy Briar, gave me a very nice tip on a watch I might be interested in. Sam Ray GTR with the question, I have to answer it. TF, I'll get to you in one moment. He says in the super chat, "Hey Jory, big question. What's your opinion on the recent Ball Watch GMTs and the 130th anniversary Engineer 3 Armor? Also, you're welcome in Austin." Well, thank you so much. I might take you up on that. I would love to hang out with any of my cowboys or cowboy folk, cowgirls in Texas. I'll happily go have some barbecue, go to Oklahoma, have some chicken fried steak, visit my family over there. Got a lot of family now I can say I have a lot of family in Oklahoma. Kind of crazy. Never thought I would say that. And it's because none of us grew up in Oklahoma. Okay, so let's take a look real quick at the Ball. Dude, have I tried chicken and waffles? You understand Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is like a Los Angeles staple. Have I had chicken and waffles? Come to LA, we'll cook you up some true chicken and waffles, dude. Please, have I had chicken and waffles? Let's check out this Ball 130. Let me copy and paste it because that's a whole lot of watch name. Let's take a look. Kind of. The Engineer 3 Armor kind of looks like a Oyster Perpetual Date. I think it looks like a solid watch, but that's because it looks almost like a Oyster Perpetual Date with an Explorer dial. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. TF says ALS 1815 versus the Historique 1921. Let me give you the answer. I need to pull up pictures of both. Okay. This is going to be a very, very, very easy pick for me, especially seeing them back to back. 1815. You know, AP is now doing the Remaster 01. I talk about that in an episode coming up, so just stay tuned. I think they're going in the right direction. But if it's between the Remaster 01 from AP, the Historique from Longa, or the 1815 chronograph from Vacheron, 1815 chronograph from Vacheron, it's not even close. Or I'm sorry. Oh my God. I flipped it in my head, guys. I'm so sorry. And now I'm going to confuse you. If it's between the Historique from Vacheron or the 1815 from Longa, oh my God, I'm going to confuse all of you. If it's between the 1815 from Longa or the Historique de Vacheron from Vacheron, then it's Vacheron, hands down. And this kind of harkens to the AP Remaster 01. Sorry, guys, that was kind of a confusing thing. Okay, more questions. Scott says, hello, everyone. Huge MVMT fan here, just checking in. Well, if you enjoy it, dude, knock yourself out, enjoy it. Wear what you want, dude. I wear a ton of watches that people don't like. Doesn't bother me a bit, because you gotta wear what you want. Purdy Boy, college graduation gift reversal on a bracelet? Pfft, yes. That would be I didn't get a reverso until I turned 30. And I had to buy one myself. Diego says, hi from Cancun. Dang, I'd like to be in Cancun right now, partying it up. Says, what do you think about Laurier? I have no experience with Laurier. I wish I did, but I don't. More questions. What's your opinion on the new Oris Caliber 400? Price goes up. For that kind of money, you can get a Tudor or an Omega. Yeah. I think Oris competes with Tudor and Omega. I think Oris is a heavy hitter. I think people don't want Oris to compete with Tudor and Omega because of a brand name, because it's Oris, and they are attributing like a lower level to that brand name. But if you look at what they're actually producing, you'd realize that they're far from entry level, as far as quality goes. I absolutely love Oris, and I think that they've been competing with Tudor for a very long time now. It's just that when they give you more product, it's going to cost more money. In fact, dude, I would wear that Oris, the Pro Pilot X. It's a little bit big, if I'm totally honest, but I would totally wear it. I absolutely love that. I love that watch, dude. Bananail, I hope I pronounced your name right, says, greetings from the Netherlands. What's going on? Could you do a video about watches and the watch history from the 90s? Feels like no one talks about that era. I could, because I have a few watches from the 90s. Yeah, why not? That's a good idea. Let's put it on the list. Thank you for that. We'll do it. Tim Raster says, every time you sip a drink, I expect to hear the dubbed over bubbling sound. Who can, oh my God, I have coffee in my mustache. Who can identify the bubbling sound? Can any of you? Who knows where that bubbling sound is from? The bloop, 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 every time I drink. Who can identify that? SpongeBob? No. Oh my God. My Seiko cocktail time just turned up today. It's the blue one with power gauge on it. So you're talking about the power reserve indicator. It's amazing. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, I have 2 of those. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Is it from a cartoon? No. Popeye? No. Little Mermaid? No. Briar Blue says, I thought it was real. I'll be very disappointed if you guys can't identify that sound, that bubbling sound. What watch are you wearing now? Let's talk about it. Is it a fishbowl? No. Ooh, smudged the crystal a little bit. Un momento. Look at that. Gorgeous. Special thanks to Yema and Man Cave Leather for coming together and making this watch possible for me. Jory, will you please do a video on your TMNT collection? Ooh, yeah, I could. I should. I'm going to be doing that for the channel members, though. AJ Bones, absolutely not. How long have I had a beard? This is a question I get a lot, actually. It all started... So, guys, I've been... By the way, Mikola says, hi, Jory the Enabler. Mikola over at Man Cave Leather, he's the best. Yeah, Chi-Town, I was born with it. No, I've actually told the story. I'm going to give you the condensed version, the Cliff Notes. I started shaving when I was in 6th grade, so it's like a curse. So I essentially was born with it. And then I shaved, you know, regularly because I didn't want that awkward, like, stash. And then pretty much when... Okay, here's when it happened. So I did a summer program over at Berkeley Music when I was a junior in high school. And I was there for a long time, and I didn't bring my razor. And so I kind of grew in a beard. And I was a junior in high school, mind you. And so I really liked it, and I tried to keep it. And so then my mom said, no, you can't have a beard because you're in my house and you're my child. So I shaved, but she let me keep sideburns. So I had like mutton chops for a while because it was the closest thing I could have to a beard. And it was like me rebelling. And then pretty much once I left for college, I just grew my beard out because I was like, okay. But, you know, I've shaved intermittently. I think the last time I was clean shaven was probably like 2 years ago. Like 3 years ago. Yeah, it had to have been before the Time Teller channel. I think the last time I was clean shaven was like 3 years ago. And that only lasted for like a week. How large is your current collection and which is your favorite? Well, you gotta watch my State of the Collection playlist. One of my moderators, please post my State of the Collection playlist so people can see the watches that I have. Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me one moment. How do I share this freaking thing? Whatever, I'm just going to send this link because... Whatever. So check out the videos here, and that should send you to my playlist. Man, you guys can't identify that bubbling sound. It's really annoying. I thought you guys were nerds like me, but I guess not. Oh, well. Lord Elder says, behind Jory's beard, there isn't a chin. There's another fist. What is the most expensive watch you got, and how did you got it? It's hard to say, dude. Rolex President, solid 18 karat gold. My Reverso is Classique Mechanical is also solid 18 karat gold, but that wasn't the most expensive. It's probably my President or my Vacheron 4533C from 1945, solid 18 karat gold with a solid yellow gold period correct bracelet. So which one is more expensive? I don't remember. Which one's more rare? The Vacheron, for sure. Like a million times. Eski with the super chat says, have you ever had a Jules Jurgensen? I've never had one. I've seen one, and I've been able to play with one, but I've never personally owned one. Very cool watch, and they are incredible when it comes to detail and finishing, for sure. The noise is from Diablo. It's from the video game Diablo. What watch will you never sell in your collection? Well, my personal collection, I don't typically sell watches from. So I typically do not sell my watches from out of my personal collection, but if there's one, so none of the watches that were given to me, okay? So any of the Seikos that Connie has gotten me, I'll never get rid of because those were, you know, they're sentimental. The ones that my dad has given to me, so like my Hamilton 9721 RAF limited edition, that's the first automatic watch I've ever owned. My Certina DS2 Chronolympic, that was the watch that was given to my dad when he graduated college, and then he gave it to me. So I won't ever get rid of that one. My great-grandfather's watch, I have his Elgin small seconds, I will never get rid of. And then out of any of the watches I've purchased myself, for myself, which one will I never get rid of? My Reverso. I don't think I'll ever sell my Reverso because I bought it for my 30th birthday. So that's kind of also sentimental. It was a huge grail for me. I've always wanted a Reverso, and so yeah, I don't think I'll ever get rid of that one. Good question. Reading more comments, guys, by the way. What is my favorite watch brand? It's very hard to say, but I don't think it's Seiko anymore, unfortunately. Probably Vacheron or JLC. I think those are probably two really heavy hitters. Vacheron, JLC, Cartier, Laurent Ferrier. These are companies that I think are just, you know, ridiculous watchmakers. Grand Seiko is incredible. JLC Polaris is great. Or Polaris, however you want to pronounce that. Cartier over Rolex, honestly, probably. Lord Elgin, Certified Teeth Robot, says, when Seiko screws up bad enough to lose jewelry, they done screwed up. That's... Say it again. What do I think about the new Alpinist? The baby Alpinist? I don't think it's an Alpinist. It's just not an Alpinist, I'm sorry. Seiko's too many limited editions, man. I'm telling you. So we got a super chat. William Wade says, would you ever wear a Jacob & Co? There's just not... So they clearly have a lot of detail in their watches, like, clearly. But it's not a type of watch I would ever wear. So I think some of them are incredibly gaudy and incredibly, like, blinged out and bedazzled, and that's just not something I'm personally interested in. But then there's some, like, the Astronomia or whatever, where it's incredibly complicated and very dynamic, and I don't think that's gaudy. It's clearly like moving art, but it's not something I would personally wear, and it's not something I'm terribly interested in owning. So if I had the money to spend on a Jacob & Co, I would probably put that towards another ridiculous watch from a company that I am really interested in. For instance, the Cartier, like this year, Cartier released a Cartier skeleton hidden dual tourbillon. That's in precious metal. That's going to be an incredibly ridiculous price. They did not even release the price in the media kit. So that's like, instead of buying a Jacob & Co, I would probably buy that because it's just insane. By the way, we're at 205 people now, so every time we hit 100 viewers, we do a wristwatch check. So what are you guys wearing? I am wearing a Yema Speedgraph automatic chronograph, a French company with a Seiko automatic movement. Special thanks to Yema for sending me this watch, and special thanks to Man Cave Leather for making me this strap. Adam has a question. Wait, hold on. Hugo has an interesting question. Okay. He says, can we debate on micro brands? How do you define what is a micro brand and what is not? It's the history, the quality, the number of pieces? No. So a micro brand is literally a small company. Like, not that they produce small-sized watches, not that they produce a limited quantity of watches. It has to do with the size of the business, essentially. So if they are not backed by anyone, they're even smaller than what we would consider independent. So for instance, F.P. Journe is technically an independent watchmaker. Or Konstantin Shaikin is technically an independent watchmaker. But then there's like micro brands, which is even different than that. And so it's not really a debate it's just kind of, it's actually pretty clear. Whatever is a smaller company that doesn't have backing of larger corporations, like if they're not part of Seiko Epson Corporation, or if they're not part of Richemont Group, or if they're not part of Swatch Group, then they could be independent, or they could be a micro brand. Raf says, your thoughts on Citizen EcoDrive F900? Jacob & Co. I don't know who Jacob & Co. is affiliated with, but they would not be a micro brand. They're actually a fairly large company. If they're not affiliated with anyone, then they would be considered independent. Jacob & Co. is a pretty big operation, so they're enormous. If they don't have the backing of another manufacturer, then they are independent. So, yes. Hold on. Let me read. There is a super chat. 1 second. Or EcoDrive F900. I don't know this watch. EcoDrive F900 GPS. Let's take a look, guys. Actually, it's a pretty, like, futuristic looking watch. I think the dial is, like, a bit translucent. I think this is a pricey watch, man. I think this is a pricey watch. Let's take a look. Man, I'd like to review one of these. If one of you has one, send it to my P.O. box. This is actually very interesting. Yeah, it's got a translucent dial. Fairly busy. Looks very high tech. I think it's cool. It's clearly very functional, and it's EcoDrive with satellite. It's got alarms. It's a chronograph, date complication. I can't find the water resistance rating, but I'm sure it has a decent one. That's a really interesting watch, man. I'm pretty sure it's a few $1,000s, though. I think it's, from what am I accurate with that, or am I totally wrong? 1 second, I could be totally wrong. Yeah. Yeah, the cheapest I can find it is $1,300. Would I buy one? Would I spend that money on this watch? Probably not. There's a slew of watches that I would choose before this, but I'm also not the biggest Citizen guy. Win Lee with the super chat. Guys, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, hi Jory, greetings from Singapore. Guys, I got a ton of viewers from Singapore. I love my Singaporean viewers. Send me some Singaporean chicken rice, please. I've asked all of you. I love Singapore. Please just send me your food. It's not hard. That's all I ask. Don't ask for money. You don't need to send me super chats. Send me Singapore chicken rice, and I'll be happy. Okay, Win? He says, just bought a 16610 Tritium E-Series, and I love it. The lume plots are still pretty white. Will it patina over time, or will it stay white? It will probably patinate a little more. I'm gonna be totally honest. That's a great watch, by the way. I think the 16610 is what a lot of people think of when they think of the Rolex Submariner. That's great that your indexes are still like pretty white, but personally, I like the kind of custardy, kind of egg yolk patina, and my 16800, which is a little bit, it's older than yours, I'm pretty sure, is like fully custard and puffy at this point. So as time goes on, depending on what environment it's in, how much sun it gets, how often you wear it, yada, 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 it will most likely patinate, and I think that makes it more desirable, in my opinion. But congratulations on your watch, man. Chatston, California, certified T3 bot. What's the best watch to pair with a mullet? I had a mullet when I was 25, I think, or 26. I literally had like a very long mullet because I thought it was hilarious. It was hilarious. And I was wearing a lot of G-Shocks at the time. So, a G-Shock. Hugo with the super chat. Thank you so much. Bryson. Oh, Bryson's here. Certified T3 bot and moderator. So be on your best behavior. We have a really good question. JW Yang says, what's the watch in the thumbnail? Thank you for asking. That's a Mito Futura with the ETA movement, and it's available right now. Beautiful two-tone at the Time Teller shop. That's right. Guys, there's 2 watches still available for this week's restock at the Time Teller shop. Do not miss out. These will sell. Let me send you a link to that Mito Futura if you want. And we have a vintage Oris, guys. We have an authentic vintage Oris if you're interested. This is the Mito Futura. Check that out. And beautiful two-tone. We also have this really uncommon, actually, vintage Oris 2 available at the shop right now. And we have some beautiful mugs there with my face. Winley, mine are T25 dials. What are your thoughts on Tiffany & Co. watches, pre-swatch group, and post-swatch group? So, pre-swatch group, thumbs up. Post-swatch group, we'll see. I'd rather have a signed watch. I'd rather have a Tiffany dial watch. My sister, my oldest sister, had a Tiffany dial Rolex. And then she went swimming in Spain and left the crown open and flooded it. Gotta love it. Amber says, really want a Grand Seiko SBGE 255, but not sure if I should go through the boutique in AD or just Chrono 24 and have it shipped from Japan. I don't know where you are. I don't know what boutiques you have available to you. I'm lucky that I'm in SoCal and we have a very accessible Grand Seiko boutique. I don't know what the price differential is. Okay, oh, you're in LA? Yeah, just go to the boutique. I would recommend going to the boutique. You can see it in person. You can really make your decision. So if you're a local, what's up? Locals only. I know the people over there, very nice people. I don't know if you drop my name, if they're going to help you out at all, but if you're a local, I would go to the boutique. I know the next Grand Seiko I will be going to the boutique and buying it there. So yeah, check it out. Have fun. See it in person. They're very nice over there. When they opened, they let me put on like any watch I wanted. I was just like, this one, now this one. And they were like, yeah. So they were really cool. Young Excellency says, Jory, you pick up the Zin 3006 hunting chrono yet? I have not. It is the midnight assassin watch. I can be like stalking my prey and they'll be like, oh, we only have an hour left of moonlight. That's me scurrying. Well, that's awesome. I'll definitely drop by and check them out then. Yeah, Amber, have a good time, man. Tell me how the experience was. They're really cool people over there. Let me see. Giuseppe says, hey, from Italy. Italia. I'm just kidding. Guys, please don't be offended when I do these. I'm just really depressed. I've been inside for like 8 months straight. I'm just trying to have some fun here. He says, but I'll stop. He says, I got a Seiko SKX a couple of months ago. I'm just kidding, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. It's just, when you say you're from Italy, I just forget about it. He says, I got a Seiko SKX a couple of months ago, and I honestly don't know where to move from here. Looking at the Alpinist 2020, Don't do that. Or some kind of Presage, any brand suggestion. So you have a Seiko SKX, all right? That's a sports watch. I think we can all agree. An Alpinist is an absolute, like, everyday banger. I'm going to be perfectly honest. It's dressy if you put it on leather. It's sporty if you put it on a bracelet or a NATO strap. It's like a field watch. You can do whatever you want with it. I've done it all. I've done it all with the Alpinist, I gotta tell you. But if it's between a new Alpinist, I would say absolutely not. The 2020 Alpinist, no. Get a Presage. Because then you'll have an SKX, which is your like sports watch everyday piece. And then when you want to snazz it up a bit, you can wear your Presage. So, and yes, I'm jealous that you're in Italy right now. That's why I did the accent, because I want to go to Italy. I want to eat some a pizza. I just want to get out of this room, guys. I just want to get out of this room. Giuseppe, I'll go to Italy someday and we'll have some good food there, yeah? On me. Jay Anderson says, hey, Jory, almost missed your stream. Well, glad you're here, dude. Welcome. Lord Elgin says, we all agree SKX is a sports watch. Absolutely. Scott says, why do you dislike the new Alpinist? Well, these new Pro Specs Alpinists, they didn't do anything to them, and then they want to charge like almost double the price. Just get a Sarbo 17 while you still can. Mark my words, guys. In like 5 years, people are going to be like, I wish I got a Sarbo 17, man. Remember the Sarbo 17? That was like the pure Alpinist. Oh, dude, you have a Sarbo 17? That's like the Alpinist to get, man. None of this Pro Specs BS, dude. Shaquille says, thoughts on Frederic Constant? Big fan. I had a Frederic Constant Moon Timer, threaded crown, 100 meter water resistance rating. It was a badass watch, dude. Win Lee says, haha, Jory, hit me up when you're in Singapore. Happy to bring you around, eat chicken rice. You got it, dude. Next time I'm in Singapore, we are getting some chicken rice. I love that food, man. You notice how when Giuseppe said he was in Italy, I was so excited, and I was like, yo, let's go eat food in Italy. And then when Lee's like, I'm from Singapore, I'm like, let's go eat food in Singapore. I'm very food motivated. I'm like a dog that is being trained. Antivirus UK says, hi, Jory, what's up, dude? What's going on? Shytown says, food is the cultural bridge. I agree. Reading comments. I'm thinking of buying a Frederic Constant as my first watch. Which one, dude? Which one? So PLM. Oh my god, I have coffee in my mustache. PLM 2879. Again, I always got to give him props because he's a very critical commenter. Like I can tell that he really formulates his opinions when he comments, so I really appreciate it. He says, opinion on the Astronomia by Jacob & Co. And I mentioned this earlier in the stream, so this is going to be a little bit of a review or a recap. But essentially, it's a very impressive watch, and you can't deny the craftsmanship, and it is like literal moving art. But it's not something I would want to wear. It's just not, I would look at it, absolutely. However, if I had the money to buy that watch, I would buy the 2020 Cartier Skeleton Hidden Dual Tourbillon. That's what I would buy. And then I'd probably still have money left over to buy a Creed or Aichi too, so that's what I would do. Cody Newman with the super chat. Wait, hold on. Klaus says, if you come to Holland, I cook. Okay, I will do that actually. And then, oh my god, heck yeah! I got someone saying, hold on, where is it? And he says, let's do fish and chips in London. No. As long as there's mushy peas. If there's mushy peas and proper vinegar for my fish and chips, I will be there. Is there gonna be mushy peas, Andy? If you tell me, I'll be on the next plane, boy. Because there's not good fish and chips in Los Angeles. I have not been able to find it. Andy says, always, mate. Okay, I'm there, bro. Cody says, looking to buy a vintage Omega. Is there anything I should... Oh my god. I've never had a vintage watch and I don't want a lemon. Cody, there's so much to look out for. Moderators, can you jump on this, bro? I have so many videos about this. There's so many to look out for. Bryson, you already know that I'm going to Kansas City to get barbecue with you. We're going to hang out. You, Adam, and I are going to hang out. Actually, Adam and I are both in LA, dude. You have to come over here. It's 2 against 1. But we'll go to Kansas City and eat some actual proper barbecue. Mushy peas, William. I'm going to hang out with you and Andy. We're going to get some proper fish and chips. You know another thing I'd like to do in London for all my UK viewers? If I do a London meetup, can you guys take me to get some actual good Indian food? You'd think there'd be good Indian food in Los Angeles? No. So when I go to England, it doesn't have to be London. Just when I go anywhere in England, can you please take me to a place that has some actual good Indian food? Because I feel like I've been exposed to bad Indian food. It's just like not good here. I don't know. Yeah. Welcome to the second half of the Time Teller live stream where we literally just talk about food. Cody, I didn't forget about your super chat, bro. I'm gonna give you an episode titled Why New Collectors Should Not Buy Vintage Omegas. Watch this first. I just sent you a link. And then Adam just sent you a link, everything I wish I knew before buying a vintage watch. And then I'm going to send you another one. Here's a 2019 episode. Dude, guys, can we just acknowledge I've lost so much weight since 2019? Oh my God, I look like a different person there. Who's that hunk of a man? I've lost all my muscle though too, so whatever. There's another episode you need to buy if you're interested in buying a vintage watch. Andy says, yeah, dude, East London, Brick Lane, best curry. I will take you up on this, guys, because we don't have some great Indian food here, man. Los Angeles is kind of one big letdown, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Like, I was having a conversation with Connie the other night, and I was like, why do people vacation in Los Angeles? And then I had another thought, and I was like, I wonder if no matter where you live, you question why people visit where you live. You know what I mean? Like, I used to go to New York all the time with my family. Not to brag. We lived in New England, so New York was just like a hop, skip, and a jump over. But we go to New York all the time, and I'm sure New Yorkers were like, why do people come to New York? Like, it's not special. In fact, it's bad. And I'm sure people in New England, like when I was in New England, I'm sure at the time I was like, why does anybody want to like visit here? It's like, why? But then now that it's autumn, I would give anything to go back to New England because it's amazing. And then me in Los Angeles, I see, you know, pre-COVID, I would see people with like cameras walking around places, and I'm like, why does anyone come to Los Angeles? Like, why do people visit here? Anyway, Justin Kim says K-Town is hella good. Korean food kind of overpriced though. I'm joking. I'm being a little bit facetious, guys. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. LA has incredible food. If you go to K-Town, you get incredible Korean food. There's a ton of places. Bon Shabu, one of my favorite places in K-Town. You get Kong Hodong, which is also really good Korean barbecue. You can go to Glendale and get really, really good like Mediterranean food, like Armenian food. You can go into the San Gabriel Valley and you literally will get the best Chinese food in America. I'm not kidding. If you want Chinese food and you don't want to go to Asia, or you're not able to go to Asia, go to San Gabriel in California, San Gabriel Valley in Los Angeles, and you will have the best Chinese food. I'm not kidding. So there are good things. I'm being, you know, a little tongue-in-cheek here, but yeah, it's just a weird thought. I was like, you know what? Why? I wonder if people, no matter where they are, they wonder why people visit. It's like, what Why? Anyway, do you prefer Breguet chronographs or Breitling? So I own a Breitling Navitimer. Breitling did a whole lot for chronographs. Breguet also did a whole lot for chronographs. Personally, though, between like the Breguet Type 20 or the Breitling Navitimer, I would pick the Breitling Navitimer. Now, when we're talking about other kinds of watches, I would go Breguet over Breitling because the Breguet Classique line is incredible. Stay tuned for next Wednesday's episode where we go over a few Breguet watches. Rolex Submariner or Datejust? Boy, those are two very, very different watches, man. I've owned both. I currently own a Date and a Submariner. They're two different. They're two different. I would say both. What's your favorite ETA movement? Favorite Sellita movement? Favorite Sellita movement, SW201. It's workhorse, 28,800 BPH. You're getting around a 40-hour power reserve, hacking hand wind. Incredibly solid. I've bashed those movements. I've never had an issue. Incredibly accurate, incredibly solid. So for Sellita, SW201. And then ETA is a little difficult. If we're talking about non-chronograph, ETA 2824. You're getting hacking and hand wind, and you're getting an incredible, high beat sweep. So date complication, really nice high beat sweep, hacking hand wind, quick set date. 2824 from ETA is probably the way to go. I would still pick a Sellita over it if I'm totally honest, though. I know. Chi-Town California says, Jory, thoughts on a 36mm Datejust as a first Rolex? That would be an incredible way to get into Rolex. Yeah, man. There are a lot of people that say, oh, don't buy vintage Datejust. You should save your money for something. No, dude, get a Datejust. It's incredibly versatile. You'll be so happy. You'll wear it all the time. I think that's great. Andy says, I live in the burbs of London. It's only when I go to Central and I see architecture and I go, oh, this is why they come. Yeah. No, there's a lot to see in Los Angeles for sure. I'm being tongue-in-cheek, but I feel like it's just funny. No matter where anyone is, it's kind of like the grass is always greener. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Lev says, why do AP Royal Oak stainless steel 34mm quartz movement cost $10,000? Because it's an AP. Rolex 1016 or 1655. Between those two, 1016. But if we're talking about 4-digit Rolexes, 6062 is the king that literally has the Rolex crown. 4-digit Rolex, Rolex 6062, period. Bada bing, bada boom. The Nicolas Cage, as Chi-Town puts it, which is actually very accurate. He somehow owns one, and I'm very, very jealous. Show the Mido. Do I have it in the office right now? Yes, I do. Give me 1 second. Oops. Almost stepped on a box from a watch I'm supposed to review. 1 second, guys. All right, Bryson has a link to the Mido, but I actually have it right here. Let me get it in nice positioning. Unfortunately, this camera will not focus very well because it's an iPhone. But gorgeous two-tone. Let me take it off. Let me take this Yema off. Special thanks to Yema. Check that out. And as something that I'm doing every weekend now, whoever buys a watch during a stream will get a free T3 mug. So if you're interested, because we always drink coffee on the weekends, if you want the T3 8-bit mug, which is something I'm probably going to discontinue soon because I don't have the hair anymore. If you want one of those mugs and you're also interested in a watch, if you purchase a watch from the Time Teller shop during the live stream, you will get a free mug sent to you. So check out this Mito. Just look at that, guys. Would you look at it? Shake it a little bit. Nice and healthy. That boy's ticking away. Love this watch. Probably my favorite part about this watch, I don't know if this iPhone will pick it up, but if you look around the chapter ring, oh, I wish that it would pick it up. If you look around the chapter ring, you can see that gold. So guys, yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous watch. Love that Mito. And the Mito Futura is probably one, I've sold about 2 of those already. And what's interesting is the other 2 that I've sold went like immediately. And this one's my favorite, and it's still available. It's almost like it's a sign or something. By the way, crown is signed, speaking of sign. All the right markings, original slate dial, incredibly rare. So guys, we will be streaming for the next, probably, what do I do? 80 minutes typically. So the next like 20 minutes, if you buy the Oris or the Mito, I will be sending you a mug as well. Adam H says the Oris looks awesome too. Love it. Perry says favorite Chinese dish. Mine is salt and pepper squid. So this is difficult for me because as many of you know, Connie is American, but she's of Chinese descent. And we eat a lot of Chinese food. But probably, if it's not like hot pot, and I know it's hard to say, oh, I love hot pot, because hot pot is a lot of different things. My favorite Chinese dish is beef noodle soup. Beef noodle soup is, yes, Hong Kong pineapple biscuits. We have a ton of Chinese bakeries in Los Angeles, and you can get those pineapple buns and everything. I will probably have to choose beef noodle soup as my favorite Chinese dish. But if I can choose kind of an amalgamation, hot pot. Hot pot is like my favorite food ever. I don't know why. Sean Rivera says, shout out to Culver City, just purchased the Oris Big Crown. Roberto Clemente, any thoughts? Awesome, I love Oris, man. Big Crown Pro Pilot. By the way, what's going on, Culver City? Adam H., my moderator, is in Culver City. Cree Gaming says, big fan. What's going on, dude? PLM says, is a jump hour a complication or a type of movement? It's a complication. It's a complication. James Wong says, hot pot? Now you're talking, buddy. Dude, you should see in my house. We have 2 hot pots. Because one isn't good enough, apparently. We got one to do hot pot, and then Connie comes home with another one. She's like, got another hot pot. And it's not like we use 2 at the same time. But I absolutely love hot pot. Like, I absolutely love hot pot. Let me see. What do I think about Starking? I have reviewed 2 of them. 2 Starking watches. Customary hot pot check. JT, Time Teller Shop only shows 2 watches currently available. Is accurate? Yeah, because we do a restock every week, and we typically sell out. So it's the end of the week. It's Saturday. It's literally the last day of the week, and there's only 2 watches still available. So if anyone during this live stream, and I'll be streaming for the next 20 minutes if any of you purchase one of the 2 watches, you will get a coffee mug sent to you. Look at these comments. Cree Gaming, are you rich? Clown coming for you says, yeah, are you rich? What is being rich? Is being rich having a lot of friends? Is being rich having a lot of knowledge? Is being rich having a lot of perspective? Is being rich having an understanding of happiness and what it takes to flourish in life? Is being rich having a grasp of significance and self-security? I don't know. I don't know yet. If it's being measured in beards, then I'm maybe the richest man on earth. All I'm saying is look at Jeff Bezos and then look at me. Come on. Young Excellency says, Jory lives a modest life. His beard is the $1 billion baller. Oh, the Hamilton Murph. I think that's a nice watch. I think it's a little overhyped, personally. Dude, now I want to do a hot pot check. Jory's Beard does have its own channel. Someone made an account for Jory's Beard, and I haven't seen them in a little bit. What happened to me and Seiko? I mean, I don't think they know I exist, but I'm not they're not my favorite company anymore. I think they've done too many things that I stand against. Does that mean that I dislike their watches? No. Doesn't mean that. There's still Seikos that I like, but I don't like how every Seiko that I love happens to be limited edition and then like over $1,000. It's just, it's ridiculous. Oliver, he says, Jory's beard versus James Harden's beard. No, Young Excellency, I'm not talking about my pets. I would never turn my back on Princess Seiko. The beard has its own fan club. Life of Sam says, shout out to the moderators for deleting the spam comments with the quickness. Round of applause. We do a round of applause every live stream for my moderators anyway. Yeah, those guys are on top of it. Marcel says, do you ever try to fix something on your watch or you bought one just to destroy it? I don't work... So, I might be a watch enthusiast, but I am not a watch maker. And I don't service watches. I'm not the ones tinkering on my watches. I don't tinker on the watches that I sell. I have TikTok watch repairs. You can check them out, TikTokwatchrepairs.com. They are the only people that I send my watches to because they're kind of, you know, the only people that I really trust. Your current top recommendation for a piece under $1,000. Well, what do you want? What type of watch would you want? I guess is my question. Do you want a everyday watch, a dress watch, a sports watch, a diver? Do you want a complication like chronograph? Darkino says, I bought a Casio LCD stainless steel gold. Enjoy, dude. Congrats, man. I'm a big Casio guy. Big Casio guy. Anything but dress watch. Under $1,000? Anything currently at the Time Teller shop. But seriously, I think that you should check out the Mito. Oh, well, no, see, you don't like dress. I was going to say Mito Baroncelli Heritage, but you did not want a dress watch, so no. As an everyday watch, I think that you should check out, he says don't say the Mito. Well, it's not this Mito. I said the Mito Baroncelli, which is not a watch that I have here. I would say, honestly, Sarbo 17. I think that's an incredible watch. It's well under $1,000, and you can do a whole lot with it. Now, I didn't say the Pro Specs Alpinist. I said specifically the Sarbo 17. Very different. Oh, Bryson, I saw you wearing that, boy. I saw you wearing that. I was like, this guy's representing. Why do most watch enthusiasts look down upon quartz movements? Because it's battery op. It's just simply not mechanical. That is why. I don't look down on quartz at all. Brandon says no one should buy that Mito until I make up my mind. Boy, this is gonna go. Factory slate dial, factory crystal, gold chapter ring, gold handset, applied indexes, beautiful two-tone bracelet, day-date complication, and if you purchase one during the Saturday live stream while it is live, and we have a way of verifying because I can check when the orders come in, you will be sent a coffee mug because we celebrate drinking coffee. Lord Elgin says, someone buy the Mito. No, we actually have some really cool mugs. We have a mug that is more traditional, that has like a silhouette kind of my face. And then we have an 8-bit enamel mug that's really cool for camping and stuff. You'll have to see which one you get. Which watch to wear when there's a zombie apocalypse? Probably a solar-powered G-Shock. It's an easy choice. Reading comments. Suggestions for a budget automatic GMT. So check this out. Are you okay with a kinetic movement? Because the SUN065 from Seiko is a kinetic movement, technically has a rotor in it, and that's a GMT. Really underrated. May contain bleach with the super chat. Says, hey Jory, do you think Seiko Tic Tac, or what do you think about the Seiko Tic Tac? I think there's a version with loomed indexes as well. I like that better than the quote unquote baby Alpinist that like recently came out. But I think it's got Explorer vibes. Does it have a threaded crown? If it has a threaded crown, then I say thumbs up. Lord Elgin with the super chat says, buy the Mito, Brandon. Do it. Thank you, Lord Elgin, for being such a supporter. What's your biggest regret in buying or selling watches? I don't have any regret from selling a watch because I know that seller's remorse is worse than buyer's remorse. I have two regrets. One is I think I prematurely purchased the Hamilton Jazzmaster Open Heart because it was so gorgeous in the media photos, and then when I got it in person, it was so gorgeous But then when I would wear it, I realized it's just not the watch for me. And so I sold it, and that's perfectly fine. But then I have another regret. When the Seiko Blue Moon enamel was announced, I like just slept on it. I was like, I'll just wait. And then they all sold out because that was like the beginning of like real scalper culture in the watch world. And then the price like jumped. And so then I was like, it's not worth it at that price anymore. So that was, I mean, these don't keep me up at night, these regrets. But I suppose I wish I purchased the blue enamel Blue Moon Seiko. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Flying Kiwi says, Jory looking fine as hell in those glasses. What up, girl? Abdullah says, hey, Joe, how you doing? Keep the grind going. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Vinny Vin says, great show, T3 so far. Thank you. Oliver, which watch would you choose if you could own any watch in the entire world? Rolex 6062. Can I see your Explorer 2, mate? I'm in love with it right now. Here's one, but I don't currently have it in the office right now. Watch roll, watch box, or canvas. If you're traveling, a hard case. Keep a hard case. I don't trust like watch rolls to travel with. I think that they don't offer enough protection. You know what I would recommend? Watch pods. Those like clamshell watch pods. I would check those out. I have them at the Amazon Time Teller store. And you can find them very affordably. I even have like a 3-pack watch pod. That's like 3 little donuts. And you go like, and they're like hard. And they like hold the watch. Doesn't matter if it's a strap or a bracelet. It will hold it. That's my recommendation. Franz says, I have 3 watches, Sarbo 17, Chris Ward, and a Casio. Heck yeah, man, that's great. Which Chris Ward do you have? Opinions on watch winders? I use them. Abdullah says, if you were told to continue your life with only one watch, which will it be? Either my Seiko Alpinist or my Rolex Date 1500. Those are the two. And I wore the 1500 yesterday. Do I get a mug if I buy a watch pod? No. If you buy one of the watches at the Time Teller shop, like the www.thetimetellershop, the 2 watches available there, you will get a mug with your order during the live stream live. Brandon, you gotta buy the freaking watch, dude. What are you doing? Just buy the watch. You know what, Brandon? If you purchase the watch, if Brandon purchases the watch, I'll send him a mug. Regardless. But you better do it, like, soon. You should do a watch or watch-related gift guide for the holidays. Dems, Certified T3 Bot, we're doing that every year, and you are absolutely right. We are going to release an episode about orological stocking stuffers. So stay tuned. Very excited for that episode. But great idea. Great minds think alike. Sajra, are we allowed to ask non-watch related questions? Yeah, dude. Like, it's... We have sections in the live stream. The first is like the introductions. Then like the middle beginning is mostly about watches. Then pretty much the last half is about food. Brandon says, stop, I drink so much coffee. Well then, buy the freaking watch and I'll send you a mug, dude. What are you doing? The Pigs in the Blanket Certified T3 Bot says, I'm still buying a watch pod. And Young Excellency, yes, I absolutely do a ton of random tangent rants. Mihaly says, hey man, I just found your channel. I just watched the G-Shock episode. Welcome. What's my favorite phone right now? An iPhone. I just use an iPhone, guys. I think I have, what is this, a 10, 11? I think it's a 10. I'm not a big tech guy. I'm a watch guy and a car guy. You like food? Yes. Lord Elgin with the super chat says, Brandon, buy the watch. I will also send you a mug. Andy, how's the WRX coming along? My WRX STI is gorgeous. Had to get a new windshield for it because I live in Los Angeles and my windshield got broken. Thank you. Looking at a set of coilovers, potentially the Olin's road track coilovers. I don't know. I'm weighing my options. I got a lot of things that I'm working on. Am I related to Federico? Well, he's Italian and I'm Jewish. Why? Why do you ask if I'm related to him? Do I look like him? Well, we both have, he has some facial hair and he buzzes his head too. If it's totally honest though, I think I have a bit more hair than him. And I have a lot more beard than him. We're kind of the same, but we're in different parts. He's got the East Coast, I've got the West Coast on lock. So, different turf. Same person though. Hi, I'm 17, Nadim says. For my 18th, I want a Genta-inspired watch. I'm thinking of getting an Ingersoll Catalina automatic or a D1 Milano. I don't know either of these watches, my friend. I don't know any of these. I don't know either of those watches. I'm so sorry. You knew it was coming. Have you started reading Dune yet? I'm so busy. Which super compressor? The Hamilton super compressor. Hamilton C date? C sub date? Oh my god, I forgot. Hold on. Hamilton 600, but there's like a nickname for it. Oh, this is gonna bother me. It's the Hamilton super compressor, but Aqua Date. Oh my god. The Hamilton Aqua Date. Check it out! Yo, David. You just got banned. That's also a fun part about the live stream is when I get to, like, I go into the moderator role and I drop the ban hammer. It's just, I have to do it at least once. A live stream, it's just, it's so fun to just release. Yeah, the Aqua Date from Hamilton. That is a watch that I would personally absolutely love to own. Giorissimo, good morning. Miccola. I could be Italian. I love Italian food. And my mom makes a mean lasagna. So, hey, maybe I'm Italian. Ban hammer brings me so much joy. What's even funnier is that he, his name's Slicey Dicey, which is so good. Oh, just so good. You see my Rolex Explorer 2 close up on live? I don't have it with me right now. So I would like to show you. You know what? Next live stream, or maybe I'll make a video about it. Again, we can talk about it. But guys, I'm going to wrap this live stream up. Thank you so much. And I know that there's a lot of people that come and watch the live streams after they're live. So to you guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching the live streams as well. Special thanks to my moderators. I really appreciate my moderators. We cannot do this without them. So please give them a round of applause. Special thanks to my certified T3 bots. So those people with the green names and the little icon next to their names, those are my channel members. They get 6 pieces of content a week, and they get access to the members-only Discord chat where at all times of day and night, because it's a very diverse group of people from all over the world, we chat, we have fun, we share information about watches, the stock market, photography, things we can't talk about on YouTube. It's a whole lot of fun. So please, $4.99 a month. If you click the join button next to the subscribe button, you can hang out there, and that's a great way to support the channel. Again, there's 2 watches available at www.theTimeTellerShop.com. Check them out, and yeah, hang out. And guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. My final thank you will be to you. Special thanks to my viewers. We just broke 140,000 subscribers. 140,000 subscribers. Incredible. Never thought we'd be here. And you freaking rock. So guys, what do I always tell you? Get out of your comfort zone. You got to do something that gets you out of your comfort zone. Lord Elgin dabs. You know, doing a live stream for a few hundred people every weekend is uncomfortable because you're vulnerable. You're live. You don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of people here that are like they go out of their way to be rude, and that is initially uncomfortable. But the more you interact with these people, the more that you see these people pop up, you realize they're incredibly sad. We pity them. They feel insignificant. Their only form of significance is going to someone they deem higher up than them, and they try to pull them down by saying mean things, by saying rude things, by spamming, by trolling. It's just, we have to feel bad for these people and pity them, because hopefully they can find some significance other than voluntarily being mean to someone they've never met. So this final rant is about being secure with yourself, being happy, while also trying to better yourself. So, you know, the various people we interact with that are negative throughout the day, a perfect example are some of the people in the comment section. People that are doing things, people that are actually progressing in life have better things to do than to talk trash about someone they've never ever met. It's very, very sad. So to all the trolls in the comment section, God bless, get out of your comfort zone, and hope you find significance in life. Second thing I always tell you is to tell someone you love them. You shouldn't have to go a moment without telling someone you love them, especially in times like these where things are very unsure and just wonky. I know I've been locked down for like 8 months, but it is what it is. I'll start it off. I love you guys, each and every one of you. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do here at the channel. My editors, thank you. My members, thank you. My moderators, thank you. And I thank you. Love you guys. All right, stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I will see you on the Monday episode. Have a great one. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Be well, guys. Love ya.